Man, you see it?
Hey guys, welcome aboard the Just Tai Now shit with your host Tai. Hopefully you're having a wonderful morning, evening, night, midnight special, whatever time this is coming at you. Take this energy now that we all in the same boat. Can we start the conversation? Hey guys, man, I got a new article for y'all of high times. I'm gonna bring into this style and format of YouTube video, just here and there whenever I run across a cool article. I just want to make sure that the stigmatism on psychedelics is broken in any shape or form through anything that I can do in the moment that I am tying about it. But before I start anything, the Just Tai podcast does not promote the use of illegal or legal drugs. What you do with your body is what you do with your body. I'm not telling you to go out and do any of this. This is for educational and harm reduction purposes only. All right, I got an article for y'all from High Times. Found it in my Facebook newsfeed. But here we go. It's called "The Findings from a Groundbreaking Study on Psychedelic Microdosing Are In. Fans of microdosing claims it works miracles. Researchers are putting those claims to the test." And this was just put out 22 hours ago, so this is fresh. I wonder if that's photoshopped on his tongue. That focus is crazy, though, if it's not. But yes, let's read what they got. It says the concept of microdosing has been around for a while. Recently, it's enjoyed an upsurge of renewed attention both in mainstream media and among some academics. The psychedelic renaissance, in general, microdosing is the practice of taking tiny doses of psychedelic substances on a frequent basis, sometimes daily or every couple days. The idea is that each individual dose is too small to produce any serious effect, but still substantial enough to generate subtle changes. And I can testify for this. I'm a big proponent of microdosing and the microdosing lifestyle and everything like that, because there's a lot of people out here that have treatment resistant depression, and a lot of the pills and a lot of the therapy and a lot of the pressure of change from different places doesn't work on the person that's trying to be treated. That's why they have treatment-resistant depression, and then labels are put on them and tests and everything. So microdosing is a real thing that's arising today in this year 2019, and for a while since the 90s. Check out the previous Just Tai podcast where I really have a good conversation on this. But I'm gonna finish this article. This proponent claim leads to a number of benefits. Typically, fans of microdosing claims it helps them focus better, stay mentally alert, enjoy greater levels of happiness and creativity, and other similar benefits. To put this to a test, a group of researchers recently completed a groundbreaking study, and the results were just published in journal PLS1. Bang. And why are these studies important? Why do I talk about this? I talk about these studies, this science stuff. That's because we are everything here on earth. We're everybody. And I wish to not deny a single part of myself. The science, the only reason we have TV is because of people on psychedelics. This is my theory. Just people on psychedelics and things had also a technical knowledge, know-how. So then when they did that, they were to bring these tools down of being able to have screens in front of you down to this reality, so that more people can bring out the message of whatever that is. Just think about the things that I'm saying. The study to conduct the study, researchers had to figure out a way to work around laws prohibiting the possession and use of psychedelic drugs. They decided to work with people already microdosed, and that's a good thing. That's an awesome plan, because now they don't have their hand in it. But good thing nowadays is this company named Compass is ran by a couple, but we gotta look out for them because they really taking over, the billionaire couple trying to get into the distribution side. But for a good thing, they're helping out scientists, because I say this all the time in the previous Just Tai podcast, that in order for scientists to work with these chemicals and get the scientific research out, because we're all here on earth, but we all have different configurations, so it's different people that listen to different types of voices. But these scientists, which is what a lot of people listen to and shape laws off of, in the end, like probably like 100 years later or 50 years later, but still at the end is based off of scientific results. But these scientists are not able to get them, because the LSD, just a drop of psilocybin, costs thousands of dollars, and you gotta get all these papers signed just to work with it and be able to get it peer reviewed, which is the process needed so that it can become published results, so that then laws can be changed. Because we can stay here arguing all along, protesting all this stuff, but until the actual laws are changed, we're still gonna be the renegades at heart, and still feel the need to have to talk about these things at the level that we need to talk about. I mean, that I'm talking about, and that we all different people out there are talking about it, when instead we can be doing other things fully. But this is the mission right now. This is the whole heart right now, even the animators. But I'm just tying. Just think about the things that Ty is saying right now. More specifically, patients, back in the article, then they ask some questions before and after. More specifically, they answer a number of questions each day. Additionally, they answered a more intensive set of questions at the beginning and end of the specified study time frame. Finally, researchers gathered, aggregated, and analyzed all the participant responses. They look for any trends that can point to consistent outcomes from microdosing. Awesome. Positive outcomes of microdosing. And I believe once we get the science side worked out, we won't be fighting so much inside internally. This is me just tying again. So much inside internally that have to talk so aggressively, seemingly aggressively, about these topics, because we're fighting with ourselves when we fight against the people out there, because it's this stuff, this thing inside of us that we're still fighting with. But if we can work with all of us, the scientists, the logic, all of that, get all of that in order, all shaped up, then everything I believe will have a such smoother outcome, and so positive, and so just real, not even just about positive happiness and butterflies and fairies, but about realness. Things will be really real, man, like how we know it really can be, or how people that have journeyed outside of the body have realized. Everything has to move to that point, not just the mind, not just one part of us. I mean, not just the mind, but not just one part of it. All of us eventually has to excel. All right, Just Tai. According to researcher Vince Polito, who summarized the study of the conversation, all right, this is the results. A generative boost in things like creativity, focus, happiness, productivity, and other indicators on days that people microdose. The study found less pronounced effects on the days that people did not take a dose. And I could testify for this, because it's not like you want to do every day because of your serotonin levels. You don't want to deplete them, but still, some people that do them every day. Me personally, I can admit that it's not done every 4 days like Dr. Fetterman said, but sometimes it's every other day and things like that. So I could see, but it's not like Adderall, cocaine, all these other drugs that's destroying your brain, destroying your liver, destroying your body. This thing's actually promotes neurogenesis, promotes growth in the hippocampus. And for those who do it, and you see how you're able to connect the dots more faster than you ever were in your life, or as you probably were when you was a kid, but you ain't had that much knowledge to put together in the first place. But people was always telling you to shut up, so you calmed yourself down. But now you're able to be hyped with all your natures and be able to connect all your dots, have all your memories connected, and just be able to talk, or present, or sit, whatever it is that you want to do. People tend to report lower levels of depression and stress when they microdose. Less stress. A lot of people have so much stress in this life. People don't know that none of the participants had serious issues with depression or stress, so the results could have skewed the data on this point. All right, I have previous studies that can strengthen this up a bit that talk about people with treatment-resistant depression. These people that have tried pills, tried therapy for years, none of that work, have PTS from wars, from PTS from living out in the streets and all this other horrible things, but life-changing in the same Jupiter respect. But what is so cool about this is that it is actually having an effect. It has a dramatic effect. I never tried pills and things like that, but microdosing for me has done what they said the pills were supposed to do without any of the side effects that the pills gave them. or even that they said they was going. They said it was going to give them side effects. Then there's side effects on top of side effects. But move on. Participants said they were more focused and imaginative when they were microdosing, which is still kind of up there. Ask any artists around you if they into microdosing. I bet you, man, that they probably into or have experienced a psychedelic realm at one point in their life. The biggest artists, I really do believe this nowadays, the visionary artists, and even the ones that's not claiming visionary artists because they don't want the label put on them. A lot of people in Silicon Valley, everywhere, a lot of people are really getting imaginative. You can get imaginative when it comes to create technology, that's science and all of that. And as long as you take it and you could go in your own will and nature, hey, that's what you were supposed to bring to this earth, so you can show other people, hey, this is what we are, this is who we are as man, as humans. Like, yeah, come on, let's get with the picture. All right, here go the negative, so-called. Although the positive outcomes people had from microdose, they were also negative. Chief among these were a slight uptick of feeling of neuroticism. What is that? Hold on. Oh, really anxious. Everyone's neurotic. Oh, neurotic. Abnormally sensitive. Yes, it brings out your senses. You will be sensitive. A lot of people not used to dealing with their emotions, especially like really dealing with it and being able to express them to another person that's not just a spouse. And some people have even problems dealing with a spouse. That's why microdosing has helped the relationships. But it's all about if you willing to dive as deep as you need to get the healing that you need. So I do see what they mean. Upticks and feeling neuroticism, but that's who we are. We are not robots. We were not here to be angry all the time. According to researchers, some participants had such bad experience when they first started microdose, they stopped experimenting with it. It's all about setting, and what did you think you was getting into? And like they said, how much are you willing to feel? How much are you comfortable? There's a lot of macho men, and even more growing macho women out here. So the times is now for the microdosing to be getting out, so people not getting hooked on Xanax, which is just taking their emotions even more away, all these other prescription drugs. More generally, there was a slight increase in neurotic feelings after 6 weeks of steady microdosing. Based on these findings, researchers guess that it may be fairly common to begin feeling more and more negative emotions after the 6-week mark. That's because negative emotion just means something that you have to deal with. Like if you feel as though you're feeling upset and angry, stop feeling so upset and angry at the thing. Deal with it and see it from another view. Stop trying to stick to one point of view. I know I'm not supposed to have no opinion on this, but who even said that? I'm thanking my Gloria Berga. PewDiePie. But here we go. Where do we go from here? Ultimately, this study is largely ground for a more comprehensive investigation of both the practice of microdosing and the potential benefits of psychedelics. There are promising indications of possible benefits of microdosing, here Paulo wrote, but also indications some potentially negative effects which should be taken seriously. He added, it's the early days for microdosing research, and this work shows that we need to look more carefully at the effects of low-dose psychedelics on mental health, attention, and neuroticism. Yes. And that's why we're here to have the Just Tai conversation whenever it is needed. So make sure that y'all drop a like. Give it up one time for microdosing. And make sure y'all follow us on Just Tai Now. Oh, none of these pictures up. Yeah, at Just Tai Now on Instagram. Yes, this is sideways. Didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, check us out Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Let's support all the good things in the earth, and if it's some bad things, let's work through it and not shy away from it. Until next time, we all tie, but do we really tie? Sometimes I don't know, dude. Sometimes I really don't know. But this is Ty saying tie always. Drop a like.